Hi babes, welcome to the second installment of my favorites series. Not my favorite, but my favorites. Today I am talking about all things that I loved in the month of May, and we have just enough in each category to make it worth your while, but not a lot to bore you. So let's get into everybody's favorite category, beauty and skincare. All right, so starting with a place where I kind of left off in my last favorites video, body oil. It's summertime or about to be summer, and everyone wants a nice little body glow. I have the Josie Maran Argan Oil on today, and I like it because it doesn't have a scent. I took this with me under the recommendation of my twin sister, Jennifer. Shameless plug, she has a channel. And I took this to Bali with me because she was like, oh, it doesn't have a scent like the Vino one. I was really afraid to get bitten by mosquitoes because of that one. I love it. The scent is lovely and it pairs well with other fragrances, but I didn't want something with a scent. So I picked this one up from Sephora in the mini size and it got the job done. And I still have a lot in it, as you can tell, but yes, that's my first beauty favorite, or skincare rather. My second skincare favorite is the Vacation Body SPF. I have the large size in this, which I took on vacation with me. I also took this mini one so that I can throw it in my bag when we went to the beach club to reapply, and I love it. So now I carry it in my purse so that I can always like reapply SPF when I'm out, either on my hands or any exposed area. I really do like this. I obviously can't reapply this to my face when I have makeup on, but they do carry a spray version if you want to pick that up. It is nice and it smells lovely too. It has like a coconut-y scent. Next up is the Amicole Skin Enhancing Stick. I was looking for a foundation stick for a while. I think my search started back in March and I was just unsure which route to go. Like, a lot of people liked the Ilia one. Like, a lot of people said the Giorgio Armani is nice, but it doesn't have many shade ranges, and Amicole had a lot, and I wanted something that was kind of neutral. So I picked this one up. I'm not wearing it today. Actually, I am wearing it today. And it just enhances your skin, as it says in the title. It doesn't show as like really caked on foundation, which I like in the summertime. I think obviously I would like something heavier if I was glamming up, or I think you can build it up, but yeah, I haven't really tried to do that. So I do like it a lot, and that's why it's in my favorites. Next up, we have my Fouet or Fouet. I don't know how to pronounce that. I had it upside down, but yeah, this is Fwee. I think it's Fouet. 3D changing gloss in the shade Clear. It's supposed to just enhance the look of your lips and get rid of like wrinkles. Maybe it does it a little bit, but I just like it because it's a clear gloss, and I like to pair it with and this is a sort of like an honorable favorite, Wise Rare Beauty lip liner. So these are my two favorite. That's my lip combo at the moment, and I really enjoy it. And last but not least, in the beauty favorites, is my Tatcha blotting pads. These things are really good, and I knew that in Bali it's very humid, so I wanted something that was going to take off the oil but not my makeup, and I discovered these, and I really do like them a lot. Got them from Sephora. I don't believe they have them in store, at least not the store near me, so I had to order them online, but that's not a problem. All right, I'm thirsty as always. I have me a drink. Let's get into the next category, which is electronics and media. I don't have a lot in this, but I don't remember if I mentioned getting a Kindle in my last video, but I got a Kindle and I love her. I haven't done all of the cute sort of like decorating things yet. That'll come soon. But I got it because my book that I'm reading, as you can see, Iron Flame, I started it on the flight over to Bali, and I didn't want to carry the book. The book is like 800 pages or something like that, a little less, and it was just too big to carry in my personal bag. I was already carrying so much, so I got a Kindle to save on space. And it's much easier to like lug this around while traveling than like multiple books or a very large book. So I got it. As you can see, I'm reading Iron Flame. Can't talk about it yet because I haven't finished, but I will report back in my next favorite video if it's a favorite of mine. Next up, wired headphones, but not the ones you think, not the Apple ones, which I do like, but the Panasonic ones, the very old school 90s. Maybe they came out earlier than that, maybe 80s, I don't know. But I remember these when I, like would have a CD player or a cassette player. It's very cool. I love the way they look. And I got them for a specific reason. It's because I got a Game Boy. So I had to get the adapter in order to listen to songs on my phone. But the reason why I like using these now more than my Apple wired headphones is because they don't go inside of your ear. So I feel like you can control the volume that's going into your ear and near your eardrum a little bit more with these. And I pay attention a lot to like the ear damage or volume control thing that's on iPhones, because I don't know, like I feel like hearing loss is something that you can't reverse. A lot of things you can, but aging and hearing loss together, like you can't really reverse that. So I was like, let me start taking care of my ears. They look really cool. I told you in the last video that I've been falling in love with everything nostalgic, and these are one of them. So they're in my favorites, and I have been using them almost every day. When I go for walks, when I'm going out to run errands, you name it. When I'm editing my videos for YouTube on my laptop, because my old laptop, I don't know what year it was made in, but it is a MacBook. It still has the 3.5 millimeter jack as well. So I like that it's convenient still for me. And the last thing in my electronics and media thing or category is this artist named Somber. I discovered him on TikTok because Noah Beck was playing this song in the background of one of his videos, and I was like, oh, I think it was Undressed was the name of that song, but one of my favorite songs by him is called Would Have Been You. You probably heard this one being used on TikTok as well, because I think it was a trending sound at some point, but I love this one. And the one that I heard originally was very groovy, kind of somber like his name. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'll put it up on the screen here, SOMBR. And yeah, he's somebody I've been listening to a lot lately because, yeah, I feel like some new music I just really don't fall in love with easily. And music that reminds me of music that I loved growing up and still listen to today is things that I listen to now. And that was last in my media and electronics category. Let's move on to clothing because I only have 2 items in this category. First up is this Cernucci tank. I talked about Cernucci in my last favorites video, and honestly at this point I should be an ambassador for their brand. But it's this pink, this baby pink or chalk pink tank, and it has sequin or glittery writing. This reminds me of a shirt. I think I honestly saw the Cernucci tank on Pinterest, but I think there's a Miu Miu tank that's similar to this, and it's a nice alternative because it was really inexpensive. I just like wearing tanks in the summertime in general. I have a lot of white tanks from the brand Hanes, like the, everyday brand Hanes. Order them from Amazon or somewhere else. And yeah, I just love tanks. I love the way they look. I love having my shoulders out, but not too much cleavage like this top. And yeah, it's very comfy, very cozy when you're on the East Coast of the US where it's very humid in the summer. So honorable mention is the favorite color pink, which you will be seeing a lot throughout this video. or in general. And speaking of pink, I finally got my hand on some salomon. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Some salomons. And I've been wanting some salomons since last year. I had my eye on this white and silver pair, just plain white and silver, mainly white because I didn't want to get a color off the bat. However, I was holding off because I didn't know what shoe size to get, and I just wanted to wait to be sure of which colorway I wanted to get for my first pair. And I got these bad boys. I love them. I love them so much. I love them so much. I don't know like if you should love a shoe, but this shoe is so me. Like, I honestly I would say that I'm not a gym shoe girly, but I have quite a few pair of sneakers. So yeah, I got these in the size 6 in women's. They fit perfectly. I ordered these off Revolve. I was gonna get the white and silver pair. I was, even though I knew that these existed, because those was my first choice, but they were sold out on the Salomon website. They were sold out everywhere. By the way, I think this is the xt-6 series, in case you wanted to check it out. And I think it's like, I don't remember if it says the colorway. Let me check on here so I can tell you guys. Yes, white, fairy tale, and almond milk. I'm pretty sure the almond milk color is the cream in here, and the fairy tale is the pink. Yeah, love them. Love them so much that I'm definitely going to be ordering another pair. There's this pink-ish and taupe color pair that I really want, and if it's not sold out, maybe you'll be seeing them in next month's favorites. But yeah, I've been loving the color pink. As you can see from my tank top, as you can see from those gym shoes, as you can see from my phone case, it's kind of bad. Honestly, my glassware, which I've had for a while, but yes, that was the only item that I had in my clothing category. Next up, and finally, is my health, habits, and miscellaneous category. It was just like random things, so I didn't really know how to categorize or break them up. So we're putting them together. First up is my magnesium packets, sachets, or whatever you want to call them. It's a magnesium supplement, and it comes in these little packets, and you just mix it in 12 ounces of water. They recommend at night, but you can drink it whenever you feel like you need it. Obviously, only take one a day. I don't think you're supposed to take more than one, and it's for when you want to feel calm. And I recently started a new job. Okay, I'm back. My washer stopped. I had a period of time where I wasn't going to bed early enough anymore. Like, my bedtime used to be like 9 p.m. or 9:30. And I got into the habit of going to bed around like 12 or 1, and that's really not where I want to be. So I started drinking these at night. I originally got them for my trip to Bali because I was afraid that I wouldn't get any sleep on the plane, but that was not the case. So when I got back to LA, because I had to stop there before I flew back home, I went to Erewhon and picked up a box. So that's where I got these, but I think you can get the jars from Sephora or order directly from their website. I gotta speed through because my battery is dying. Next is drinking more water, and I started a new job recently, so that means that I need to be drinking water outside of my house when I'm not home. And I got this cute little Nalgene, I don't know how to pronounce it, water bottle, and it holds quite a lot, and I think it's really cute. So it makes me want to drink more water. So there's that. Next up is a habit, which is taking the stairs or walking more. I had realized that working from home and doing an office job means that I'm not walking as much during the day as I would like. So I set these increments throughout the day where I remind myself to get up and take a walk. But also, like, say I'm leaving my apartment, because I live on a higher floor, I decide to take the stairs instead of the elevator, and that helps me get my steps in. So that's been a very fun, sort of like personal challenge of mine for the month of May, and yeah, hopefully I can keep up with it post this month. Next up and lastly is picking out my clothes for the week. Usually people talk about picking out their clothes the night before, setting out their workout clothes before their morning workout in order to like force the habit. For me, picking out an outfit takes so much time, and I watched the Beckham's documentary last year, and I saw that David Beckham picks out his clothes for the week and he hangs it up on the rack. I have a rack, and I was like, why not start that habit? So I tried to start at the top of the year as a New Year's resolution. However, on the first couple of months, I was just home, or moving or traveling, so it's really hard to keep that habit up. But now that I'm home for a bit, I started to redo that and start picking out my clothes every Sunday for the entire week. Now, if I change my mind on one day, at least I have a starting point for the outfit that I want to wear that day. But I usually pick it out Monday through Sunday. I choose outfits. I go on Pinterest, or I come up with them in my head from my closet, or based around activities or work that I'm doing. So yeah, that's been very fun. But that wraps up my May favorites, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I always talk way too much, so let me know if you prefer me to speed things up and talk about each item less or not. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.